An update from the superintendent, highlights from the Scarlet Night varsity football game, and a visit with Winnie the Friendly Witch. All of these stories and more coming up on this edition of the North Andover Journal. Hi everyone, and welcome to this edition of the North Andover Journal. I'm Morgan Healy. We found one of the many hidden gems here in town and one of the town's favorite traditions, and it's tucked away in the Haymeadow neighborhood.
Hey guys, Morgan Healy here for the North Andover Journal. Today I am on location for a special Halloween event. Welcome Winelda the Witch. She does this free event for kids every Halloween night at exactly 4:33 p.m. and she's been doing so for the past 17 consecutive years.
You know how this works, don't you? This is the recipe. This recipe has been in the family for years and years and years. A little tiny witch wrote it, and we're going to use it. I'm going to hide it, and I'm going to ask you. Raise your hand if you know one of the ingredients. Yes, Miss Hadley.
4 freaky French fries.
4 freaky French fries, that's right! Yes, sir.
1 hairy toe.
No!
Oh, 5 hairy
You know how many hairy toes?
5.
No.
2. 7.
No.
8. 6.
Hairy toes.
As I'm getting everything ready, I always think, what have I done? Why am I doing this? And then the children are here, and there's no question about why I'm doing it. Love the neighborhood, love my neighbors, and the children just enjoy the beginning of Halloween starting here.
Are we ready? Oh my! No. Listen. 4 freaky French fries. That was the best I've ever heard. Are you ready?
Was this your first year seeing Winnie the Witch?
Yeah, because me and my brother, like the Power Ranger, we don't kind of live around here. That's not your house.
No! You know what? I flew in and borrowed that house. What do you think? I flew in. Did you like your goodie bag? I like that.
I take that.
You got one. Good.
Tell me how this tradition started. It's really special.
Well, it started because I decided to be a room mother, and in my son's 3rd grade class, for the Halloween party, I decided to do a witch's brew, and I read from Macbeth, the 3 witches scene, and made it kind of educational. And so I was going to do a grand finale. That was going to be it. And I did it once for the neighborhood just because, and then I wasn't going to do it anymore. And in July, I was walking in the woods, and my little neighbor looked at me with big brown eyes and said, "Are you doing the witch's brew?" And I said, "Oh, I'm so glad you liked it. No, I'm not doing it. That was just for that year." And when you have a child look up at you and say, "But it's tradition," I couldn't not do it. So
You cannot say no to that.
I couldn't say no to that. So I did it again.
And again.
And again. And again. And that
We're
was
here in
17
2016.
years ago. There you are. There you are.
We're so happy that you're still here. Are you going to do it next year? We have to know.
Yes. I don't know how to stop it. I don't know how to stop it.
What a great tradition for the kids in Haymeadow to look forward to every Halloween. Lester Rugg and Irina Grasso from the Senior Center are back to tell us about what we can look forward to in the month of November.
Hi folks, this is Lester Rugg and Irina Grasso. We're reporting as usual from the North Andover Senior Center on some of the things that are going on at the present time. We're still searching for volunteers for Veterans Day, November the 11th. These are things like kitchen duties, cleanup, and driving meals to the homebound seniors. To sign up, see Leah at the programs director at the center. And on that note, the
news
and
updates
updates
and
and announcements. Thank you, Irina. No supper club this month. Reminder to vote on November the 8th. The center will be closed, by the way, on November the 11th, Veterans Day. The center is also closed on November the 24th and the 25th for Happy Thanksgiving. Save a drumstick for me. Irina, Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving feast at the North Andover Senior Center on Thursday, November 17th from 12 noon to 2 p.m. featuring entertainment by Eric Baldwin Quartet. And it's limited to 100 people, so tickets are $10 and sign-ups begin November 1st. So come on and join us. Lester.
Yeah, November the 10th will be a low vision support group from 10:30 to 11:30. And November the 15th, lunch and learn series at noon. The change of date for the massage therapist will be November the 10th. Now don't miss these special events. Irina.
November 7th, special Veterans Recognition event with guest speaker Paul Mazzarell and Jerry Maguire. November 14th, Tom Cookin. November 21st, Professor Mary McHugh. November 28th, author Susan Harvey. And these are all from 10 to 11:30, so please come.
Special reminders. November the 8th will be COA board meeting at 10 a.m. and Attorney Bawawi at 11:30 to 1 p.m. November the 9th at 9 a.m. And if you have questions on Medicare open enrollment, there will be a morning workshop. November the 10th is a men's breakfast at 9, and then a low vision support group at 10:30 will be for the speaker. Also, don't forget to turn your clocks back 1 hour on November the 6th. You got to think of it this way. Spring forward, fall back.
Right.
Irina.
Let's take it away and see you next month. Cheerio.
We'll see you all, as Irina says, cheerio.
The North Andover Scarlet Knights notched their first home win of the season on Friday, October 28th, as they faced the Bulldogs from Lynn English High School. Quarterback Jake McElroy and running back Darren Watson had a big night as the Knights improved their overall record to 3-6. Ray Ahern, the voice of the North Andover Friday Night Football, brings us the action.
McElroy and Testa. In on the right is Watson, fake. Testa still not brought down. And the cowbells explode. North Andover has put 6 on the board. Watson in the slot on the left. McElroy hands it to Testa, who bursts in, tying the game at 8-all. Testa just barreling through tacklers, dragging them forward, not to be denied. And the Knights strike back. McElroy with the ball. Watson expecting it, cuts inside. And Watson scores. Dragged back, but he had already lost his helmet, but he had already made pay dirt. You can take away his helmet, but they can't take away the score. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 3 receivers right. Is a slant to Watson, breaks away down the sideline and gone for a touchdown. North Andover scores less than 2 minutes into the second half. A beautiful play. I love that play. In high school, that play is wide open most of the time. A little 8th grade geometry. McElroy running the ball up the middle. He's hit, he's spun, but he's in for the 2 points. North Andover Scarlet Knights 22. And the Lynn English Bulldogs still with 8 as time runs down. 3 receivers wide for Lynn. Severance perhaps looking, no, he's going to run up the middle, and he is swarmed under. 2 North Andover players from the secondary break through and knock Severance off his feet. North Andover moving around, changing defensive assignments. Watson on defense. The ball thrown and beyond the receiver, and it's incomplete. That was perhaps the most significant play of the game tonight. The final score is the North Andover Scarlet Knights 22, Lynn English Bulldogs 14.
North Andover's next opponent hails from the same city. The Rams of Lynn Classical High School will come to face the Scarlet Knights on Friday, the 4th of November. The Scarlet Knight Marching Band competed in the New England Classic Band Association Championships, isn't that a mouthful, on Sunday, October 30th. If you want to see these talented kids perform the full marching band show, you can catch it at halftime during the Scarlet Knights varsity football games. We met up recently with Superintendent Dr. Jennifer Price to hear all about a very special guest that we had coming to our town.
Hello, and for this segment of the Journal, I'm here again with our Humanities Coordinator, Lorene Marks, and we're going to be talking about something that we're very excited about. We actually have an amazing author coming to town on November 28th, and this is something we've been working really hard with the library, Stevens Memorial Library, and the schools, a partnership to really bring literacy and reading to the forefront here in North Andover. So, Lorene, Her name is Jacqueline Woodson. Can you tell us a little bit about her? She's
Yes.
pretty impressive.
Yes. So Jacqueline Woodson is our National Book Award winner this year, and also the Young People's Poet Laureate. She's also on the short list and will be determined on November 16th. She may be the National Book Award winner again this year for her new book, her first adult novel called Another Brooklyn. So she will be here on the evening of November 28th, which is the Monday right after Thanksgiving weekend. It's a great way to kick off the holiday season. Her books really deal with compassion and understanding and acceptance. So she'll be here at the high school at 6 p.m. She will be presenting to students, all our 3rd through 8th graders and some high school students during the day. But those students in the other grades will also have her presentation live streamed to them in the schools.
So we're really excited that this isn't just about the school. So anyone in the community can come and hear Jacqueline Woodson on the evening of November 28th, correct?
And we have a lot of community activities leading up to this event. So this past Saturday we had Rob Surratt here doing his amazing hero art. It was well attended and was
awesome.
a fabulous. He did a great job. And then we have a number of book groups going on in the schools and within the community. So please check our website, check the library website for information on those. We have 3 story walks. One is going to be at the Stevens Library, one will be at the Stevens Coolidge Estate, and one will be at the Kumon Center.
And just those library walks, those book walks. So it's an opportunity as people walk a path or go through an area of town where they can actually read pages of one of Jacqueline Woodson's picture books, correct?
So we have 3 different picture books that will be shown during those story walks. We also have one of our elementary librarians, Courtney Ahern, and I are going to be doing a book group on the Great Migration at the Stevens Coolidge Estate on November 9th. So coffee, dessert, and conversation.
And
so
that's for anyone in the community, right?
Anybody in the community.
Just a reminder of that. So it's at the Stevens Coolidge Estate, and when is that date?
It is November 9th, coming up.
And so folks can read a book and then come and have a conversation with you.
Yes, and the book is available at the library. All the information is on the library website, so check that out. We also, on the November 8th, which is Parent Conference Day, there are activities at the library for students. They can go in. We have one of our retired teachers who will be doing 4 different activities around 4 different picture books with the author, so that is exciting. And we are working on having another speaker in, Dr. William Smith, who is the executive director of the National Race Amity Center. And we are still working on a date for that, but that will be conversations around race amity. And
so it's pretty exciting. So we actually have one author, one community month.
Yes.
A lot going on here in North Andover, and really this is an opportunity for the entire town to come together to read some really powerful literature, to welcome this amazing, nationally renowned author to North Andover, and we're just so excited about this opportunity for our town.
In their meeting, they mentioned a few dates that you might want to take note of. First, we have Arts and Crafts with Diane happening November 8th at 10:30 until 1:30 at the Stevens Memorial Library. Then there's coffee, discussion, and dessert at the Stevens Coolidge Place on Wednesday, November 9th from 7 until 8:30 p.m. And of course, you don't want to forget that Jacqueline Woodson, Poet Laureate, will be visiting the North Andover High School Auditorium to speak on November 28th at 6 p.m. And before we end today's show, I'd like to leave you with some more upcoming community calendar events. Well, the first one we have for you is more of a national event. Do not forget to vote in the upcoming presidential election on November 8th. The polls will open promptly at 6 a.m. at the North Andover High School and close at 8 p.m. So be sure to get out there and vote. We have a lot at stake. The annual Veterans Day Parade will be held the Saturday after Veterans Day, which is November 12th, and it begins at 10 a.m. And of course, one of our favorite events, the annual Santa Parade, will be happening Saturday, November 26th, starting at noon. If you can't get out to see the parade in person, don't worry, you can always watch it live right here on Cam Access. You can also see the rebroadcast here on Cam Access, or of course, by visiting our YouTube page. As always, if you have a news story idea or a segment, please email us at thejournal@northandovercam.org. That'll wrap things up for us this week. My name is Morgan Healy. Thanks so much for watching.